Hi everyone, this is M. Krishna Sai. My registration number is URK18CS238. Today we are going to discuss about the Unix commands and the shell programming in OS operating system. In my first experiment, we are going to discuss about the several questions and the commands for what the questions are required. And this is the first question in my experiment. How to list the contents of user home directory including the hidden files. How to list the contents the home directory including the hidden files which is included in my file. And here I am typing to view the hidden files. I am typing ls space slash and you can see all the hidden files created in my profile. And this is the answer for the first question. And we are going to second question. Have to list the content of a varied directory, and we are using the command cd space dot dot again cd space dot dot, and we are listing the all commands. And you can see all the listed files in my profile, and we are giving cd space vary to create, and we are giving ls again to view the files. You can see all the varied directory created in my profile. And we are going to discuss about the third one, and how to create the two directories named dr1 and dr2. How to create two directories named d1 and dr1 and dr2, and I am creating two directories. How to create the directory? I am using command mkdir space dir7 and dir8. Enter ls enter and ls space to view all the hidden directories. It is created in hidden directories to view all. And by command using the ls, you can see the dr1 and dr2, dr3, dr4 what I have created my directories. And we are going to fourth question. How to create a hidden directory with the name, with our name. For that I am going to clear all. I am giving to make directory in my name, and I am giving the name and to show ls and to see the all hidden files. And you can see the name here, the Harsha. I am created the directory with my name. And we are going to fifth question. How to change the directory into the directory into dr1. And for changing to directory dr1, I am using the command cd space dr1. In the screen you can show that it has changed the directory into a dr1. And we are going to sixth question. Copy the file etc password file to current directory with the sample.txt as a file name. How to copy the password file into the current directory with the name of the sample.txt as a file name. And we are going to do that. How to copy the file and password to the name of my file. For that I am changing the directory to dr1 enter, and I am created the dr1 directory. For that I am again typing cp space etc password space sample. I am creating the file name as sample.txt, and I am entering. And to view that ls, it's created sample.txt file, and I am going to copy that. For copying I am creating a new file. Cat is user file. To create the new file, cat space sample dot txt. You can see that content is copied into my file. And we are going to next question. How to create a file test1.txt using a VM editor with the following contents. I have to write all these contents, and we are going to answer the following questions: A, 8A, 8B, 8C, 8D, and we are going to do this. Yeah, I have created one file. For eighth question, I have created vi space test6.txt, and I have written all this content. You can see in the screen, and to save it, I have to escape and shift start WQ and enter. You can see that what I have created the file vi space test6.txt. I have created file, and we're going to discuss about the eight questions. Display the student names who are having the research interest as a grid computing. Have to list all the names of grid computing in the research interest. That are the question. We have to display all the student names who are having the research interest as a grid computing. For that, I am using the command grep space. What are the file? We have to display the names of the grid computing. We have to type the name grid computing space what created test file. I have created 6.txt. Enter. You can see that all the files student names in the research interest of grid computing. This is the question of 8A, and we are going to discuss about the 8B. You have to list all the student names and the registration number in the class. I have to display all the student names and the we are going to list all the students and the registration number in the class, and we are using the command cut space /f comma 1 comma 2 and including the file. You have to list all the student names and the registration number. You have to write only first column and the second column. So I am using this command and entering by you can see in the screen the names and the registration numbers as a separate one. And we are going to third question. We have to list the count of students who are interested as a image processing at the storage results in the other file. You can see in the upper how many are the image processing students. I think there is 2 students who are interested in the image processing, and we are going to store in a other file the result how many students are there, and we are going to count the students who are interested, and we have to store it in the result. For this I am using the command grp image processing. We have to include in file test6.txt wc minus 1 t image. By entering this command, you can see how many students are in the image processing, that is 2, and we are clicking ls, and we are storing in a other file. For that I am creating new file cat image process image processing .ext. So you can see I am displaying the how many students are as a image in the image processing, and I am storing the data in another file. You can see the space I am creating another file is cat image processing.txt, and we are going to discuss in 4. We have to display the first 2 rows and the last 2 rows and store in another file. We have to list the first 2 rows and the last 2 rows. We have to store in another file, and we are going to use the command header to dash text. I am creating 2 files, and t head tail dot. I am creating the new file is head tail dot, and you can see the in the screen the first 2 rows and the last 2 rows of that Melvin, Gravin, Arun, and we are going to list that. And you can see that I am creating has a head tail dot text. It is created, and we are going to store these files as a separate file. I am going to create another file, cat space creating these contents all in head tile. We can see that it is all these two rows and two columns are listed in the head tile.test, and we are going to discuss about the ninth question, and we have to display the contents of the file test1.test without any blank lines. We are going to display the contents of the file what I am created test6.out without any blank lines. For that I am typing cat space test6.txt. Yeah, you can see that without any blanks I am creating all the detailed information about that. We can clear this, and we are going in this document. I am going to explain the 10th and 11th and 12th question together as a one command. We are going to see that, and we are going to discuss the questions. And in 10th question we have to move the sample test from the directory 1 to directory 6, and 11th question is we have to change the directory into directory 2, and 12th question is check whether the file sample is present there. We are going to do first question is we have to move the file sample desktop from directory 1 to directory 2. We are going to do that. In 10th question we are displaying the moving the file sample.txt from directory 1 to directory, and I am using change the directory from dir1, and it is changing and creating from changing the content from sample2 to sample2, moving this command move sample.test data urk to dir2. And for 11th question how to change the directory into 2, I am changing the directory into 2 cd space dir2. For 12th question we have to check whether the file sample test is present or not. I am using the command I am already created the it showing that the new test is presented in sample.test. It is presented, and we are going to further questions, and we are going to 13th we have to rename the file sample.test to new test. Check whether the sample.test is there or not. Have to file sample.test to new test and check whether the sample.test is. We are going to check the sample.test is present or not, and I am using have to move the sample.test to new space. I am using the command move sample.test to new space, and I am entering. Yeah, you can see that I am moving sample dot into new file. I am storing that, and I am using move sample dot test new dot test, and showing and giving. I am created new dot test as using the command move sample, and we are going to next question, and we have to display the calendar of December 2020, and for writing that code I am using the command cal 12 is the December month and 2020. You can see that all December months days and Sundays, Mondays, and you can see all, and we are clearing again. We are going to next question, the 15th question. 15th question, how to remove the directory of 1. How to remove the directory. How to remove the directory 1. I am using the command rmdir1 For removing the directory one, I am using the command dm for remove dir. I am removing the command dir is the command, and dir I have entered the type. I am listing. You can see that dir one is the missing. We are removing the dir command, and let's go to 16th question. We have to display the last three lines of file test 6.test. We have to display all the lines of file test one. That means that we have what we have written in 8th question, what you have created the file name. We have to create the have to display all the three lines of the file, and this is the command I am using for displaying all the trees of the file name test.6 and tail /3 test.6, and by entering you can see that all the three lines of the last of file, and we are displaying on the screen. And let's go to the 17th question. Display all the commands you have executed so far and save the list into the file name total history.test. You have to what are we executed in this my profile, we have to save it, and we have to save the name in the name of today history.test. For that I am using the command here I am using the command test. Wait. I have to display all the history contained in my profile. I am using the command hist/t totalhistory.com and saving the totalhistory.com into totalhistory.test, and you can see that all the displayed the history in my profile. Okay, and we are going to next question. I have to and we are going to 18th question. How many files are presented under our home directory? For that we have to use the command ls space slash space wc space /1. Yeah, what is the question? We have to how many files are present under our home directory. In my home directory, how many files are present is 65. We are using the command ls space /wc -l, and we are going to clear that, and we are going to 19th question. And perform the sorting of the three files and store the sorted file in the fourth file. How to sort the three files and we have to store that file into the fourth file. How to use the command for that, and I am going to create the file first. Add space greater than simple and file name. I am creating file name as one.txt, and I am typing something. Saving that, and I am creating one more file, that is file2.txt, and I am writing something. How I am fine. To say that Control D, and I am creating one more file in name of file3.txt. Saving, I am entering and Control D. I am creating the three files, and we have to sort them. For sorting, controls sort space file 1.txt file 1 and you have to store in the file 4 dot txt, enter, and to do for 3 files. Created 3 sorting order, and we have to store in the fourth. I have stored it. We're sorting now. You can see that what are you doing here is sorted, and we are going to next question. And what is the so this question is change the permission of a new created file such that group users and the others that is access anytime. We have to change the permission of the new created file such as a group users, and you should not access any other type of files. For that I'm clearing this. /1 and file name, and it is showing wx, and we are going to type ch. See that it changed it to other users and it cannot be accessed by anyone. These are the questions in the first segment of operating system. We discuss all the questions with the commands, all the questions and with the commands, and thank you.